and all of a sudden the truck is sliding. I'm trying to crank the wheel. I'm starting to jackknife.
See you on down with Delaney.
Hey, Patrick and Patty back with another midweek update.
Yep.
And I don't know if you all caught it. I know you did, Patty. The brand new intro ditty.
It is awesome. It is like cool.
Yeah, so a couple weeks ago, I got an email from our friend Kevin Budge, and he said, hey, you don't have to do anything with this. I just was playing around in the home studio one night, and he said, or if you like it and you want changes. And I listened to it. I think we both listened to it, and we were like, this is kind of cool. And so I said, no, I don't want any changes. I'm going to use this if it's okay. And he said, yeah, I made it for you. So, we're going to give it a try out for our midweek update. I like it. It's kind of got a cool vibe.
Yeah, it is. Very cool.
So we need to get right into this because it has been a busy week because it was
Thanksgiving week. Holy moly.
Yeah, and for us, it all started on Wednesday night when my family came over.
Right.
And I have to be honest, I cheated this year. I went to the Barrel, Cracker Barrel.
And boy, was it good. But wow, all the food.
Oh. So we bought the Thanksgiving feast, said it fed 6 to 8. Honestly, I think it could have fed up to 12.
Oh yeah, there was so much.
And with tax and tip, it ended up being about $170, so not bad at all per person.
Right.
And we ended up with turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, a sweet potato casserole,
Green beans, a ton of green beans,
dinner rolls,
gravy,
a very small amount of cranberry russes.
Yeah.
That was the one place
was
there
the one
was
thing
they
that
kind of cheated.
we all liked it. We could have used some more of that.
Yeah, and I don't know if they thought people wouldn't like it, so they didn't give out much.
Yeah, we liked it.
And then 2 pies. You ended up with a pumpkin pie and a pecan pie. And I
Right.
have to be honest, but that was the best pecan pie I've had in
That's
years.
what you've been saying. I had the pumpkin. So, and it was fine.
And it was all heat and serve. The turkey, honestly, was the best piece of turkey I think I've ever ate.
Oh my goodness! Whatever they seasoned, it was just so tender and juicy and just good flavor. It was awesome.
And I have to be honest, when I picked it up, it came in a really nice box. They brought it out to the car. I mean, it was just great all around. But when I opened it up and I got home to put it in the refrigerator, I'm like, these turkey breasts were like shrink wrapped, like from a factory. I'm thinking, oh boy. And boy, was that a shocker how good it was. And so there was literally a whole turkey breast left over, and there were whole pans of mashed potatoes, green beans, stuffing,
Gravy.
tons of gravy left over,
Dinner
and
rolls.
probably close to a pie because there was
Yep.
only 8 of us.
Yeah.
And so my brother-in-law took home that. He was going to invite his parents
Yep.
over the next night, I think, for a get-together, and he had plenty of
It's
food.
like, I'm set.
I tell you what, we would definitely do cracker, and they do it at Christmas too. They replace the turkey with ham.
Sure.
I'm telling you, if you don't want to cook, you just want to do heat and serve, and amazing. Ours was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
And then on Thursday, we headed over to your sister's
Yeah,
place.
my sisters with my family and my brother and my sister and all their kids, and we had meal there. It was decent. We had great weather. It was good food, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And all I had to do was go to Costco and pick up the pumpkin pie.
Well, and
the
dinner rolls.
And dinner rolls.
Yeah,
We did
everybody
take
else,
that in.
we all chipped in. And then we headed the road.
We hit the road on Thursday night down to Alum Creek.
I think it's Alum.
I always screw it up. Anyway, near Columbus, Ohio. It's where we went last year.
Love that place.
Yeah, met up with our friends Jim and Abe. And speaking of Jim, thank you, Jim. Jim is our producer and friend. He's the one that keeps this podcast going. So
what's cool about Alum is they have one loop of the campground that they closed down, I guess. It's one loop, maybe more than one, I don't know. And they set up, a local organization puts Christmas lights, so drive-through display set to music, and it was so fun.
Yeah, and what they do is if you're camping there, you get a free ticket, and they actually raised the price this year from $20 to $30. Right. So we ended up with a $30 ticket to go through that at no charge as part of our camping fee.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know how long it took. Last year I drove, and Jim and Abe sat in the back.
Right.
This year we switched spots with them. They drove, and we sat in the back. And it's a very cool display.
Right. It's not short. I don't think.
It takes a little while to drive through because they just loop you through this one section of the campground. And so this is the second year we've done this.
It's nice.
I'm already planning.
Next
Jim and I
year.
are planning on next year already. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then we also, one of the reasons we like going down there is IKEA like 15 minutes away.
Right. So we like going there and checking things out, and we spent some time there.
Yeah, we went in for two things.
Yeah.
We went in for a coffee mug because I had bought one back in October when we stopped on our way
Right,
home.
because they stack and they fit well in the cup holders.
But I wasn't sure if it would fit in the cup holder of the
Right.
theater seating, so I'd only bought one. So I wanted a second one.
And some parkless.
Parkless, which are those zip cases that we use to store linens
stuff.
and stuff in. Yeah, and then we came out of the store like $180 later.
You
But
just find so many cool things there, and you're like, ooh, I gotta have this. So,
Yeah.
And they had good sales, so yeah.
yeah, they had some deals and a lot of little stuff we bought.
And
I
it
mean,
wasn't packed.
not at all. Not. I'm telling you, I think IKEA is the place to go on Black Friday.
Yeah, it was easy to walk. It wasn't packed. You weren't crowded. It was not forever long lines to check out. It was decent. Yeah.
Friday night we
Pleasant.
went to a restaurant that we
Yep.
ate at last spring with Mark and Karen, Kitchen Social.
So good. It's a fun little place. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a little more trendy, upscale, I'd say, but laid back. I mean, I don't want to make it.
Sure.
It's not like black tie or anything like
Oh,
that.
no.
It's not very laid back, but yeah, I had the chicken tender platter, which was outstanding. It was all you could tell it was fresh, hand breaded, that type of thing. Jim and I each had an old fashioned,
Yeah.
and then Saturday we went out thrifting. Yeah.
That's our new thing. And so you go thrifting and you got to know what you're looking like, brands. And so you can sometimes find some cool stuff. And we did.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up finding, well, actually, Abe found it. It was a red t-shirt that had like peppermints in the shape of Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
So I bought that so I can wear that in Florida. And then I got a couple dress shirts. I think I got a couple pairs of pants.
Right.
In fact, this shirt was one of my thrifts from Saturday.
Yeah.
$5.
I mean, you found brand like I kept looking for Talbot and Chico and Calvin Klein, and you just kind of Land's End. Yeah, you can find some cool stuff. So,
Yeah, Jim found a couple shirts, and I think we hit probably 3 or 4 locations, and then we also did some. We went to Home Goods and Kirkland's because we're looking for more like decor for the RV.
Right.
RV's looking great, by the way.
Yeah, it looks
I think we'll
awesome.
do a little walkthrough video. It'll be a short video, but I think we're going to do a walkthrough video of the RV's decorations because it's really looking homey. And then Saturday night we let Jim and Abe pick the restaurant.
and wow, did they pick?
It was called Firebirds, and some of you
So
may have heard of it because I
good.
think it's like a Midwest chain or a small chain.
Steakhouse.
I got to be honest, it was phenomenal.
Awesome.
Oh, and we forgot Saturday morning we went to the original Pancake House for
Oh,
breakfast.
that's awesome.
Yeah. But back to Firebirds. So Jim and I had decided we wanted a steak, and most of the steaks were in the $30 to $40 range, but they had a sirloin for $26, and I thought, sometimes sirloin's good. So I ordered the sirloin, so did Jim. Oh my gosh. It was 12 ounces. It was as thick as a fillet.
It was huge.
And it was honestly almost as tender as a fillet. It was phenomenal. And then those roasted carrots that I had.
They were, I don't know what was in them. They were awesome. They were so good.
And you,
I went with the burger, and then I did scalloped potatoes that were Southwest. They were a little spicy, a little bit. And then the salad we shared. We shared a side salad.
I think it was called like a BLT
Yeah,
salad. It was outstanding.
bacon, lettuce, tomato. It was good.
And so that was,
Fresh bread's always good. And I think we even got, Jim ordered some onion ring kind of the thing with ranch.
oh yeah,
dressing.
for an appetizer. We also on, I think it was Friday night, ended up at the Apple store.
Yep.
We're shooting this on my brand new iPhone 15 Pro. Patty also got an iPhone 15 Pro.
Now that was crazy town. That place was packed.
I
It's
hate
always
changing
packed.
phones.
Oh, I know. Well, I think it went a little smoother this time, but you're always waiting for everything to download and switch over.
Yeah, it came through pretty quick. I mean, buying the phone is not an issue.
No.
It's the getting everything transferred
And remembering
over,
all
download.
your passwords and
Yeah.
getting your keychain set up and all that stuff. So, yeah.
And then Sunday we packed up. I emptied all the tanks good. We were on a full hookup site. The water was shut off, but we did have the sewer hookup right there. So I emptied all the tanks really good, drained out. Well, I say I drained the fresh tank. Fresh tank was actually drained.
We had drained it.
I didn't even get my shower Sunday morning. It ran out before.
Oops.
So, but yeah, so brought the trailer home, and that's where it got really interesting yesterday.
Yeah, because we got snow yesterday.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to snow, but it didn't say like an amount. Well, we had a pretty good amount of snow on the driveway to try to get that big rig up, and it was a challenge.
So the only time we brought Ohana home was back in October, and I backed it up, and that went pretty smooth.
Yeah.
So I started to try to back it up, but with the snow, I was like, this isn't going to work. So I said to Patty, I'm like, you know what, let's just drive it straight up. We have room out front. I'll back into the front yard, turn around, and then finish backing it into place. And so we were able to get right up the driveway. The problem was when I started backing up, the truck started sliding because there's a little bit of a downslope there. The weight of the trailer started pulling me. And then because there is snow and we're on a gravel driveway,
it turns into
ice. And all of a sudden the truck is sliding. I'm trying to crank the wheel. I'm starting to jackknife and ended up sliding off the driveway into the soft stuff over by a bunch of tree stumps where we had trees taken down. We did not do any damage. Nope. I thought for sure the back window was going to get busted out. And I got out, and honestly, for a moment, I was like, I don't even know what to do, because the truck tire was right against a tree stump. We're as tight as we could possibly be. So I said to Patty, I said, let me put it in low 4 and try to go forward. And because Patty said, well, if you could just come on back, you're ready to go right back into the yard. But the problem was I couldn't. I was so wedged. There was just no way.
Well, there was just no room for your front to turn.
No.
Because of the trees and the stumps. Yeah.
And luckily, I was able to get just enough traction. She started to pull out. I heard Patty saying, go slow, and I knew I couldn't go slow because it's so soft right off the driveway. Was able to get it out with no damage, and we just pulled it straight forward, made sure we could get the car in and out of the driveway.
It's there.
It is there. We've got to figure out how to get the fifth wheel turned around before we go to Florida.
It might just, well, I think the stuff's going to melt, but it will. But
I think once it melts, we'll
can
rehitch.
back it up.
Then I think I'll be able to back it up because I won't have that slipping, sliding. And then when we bring it home from Florida, my guess is there will be snow. Not always, but you know.
Just bring it straight up.
And we'll just have to bring it straight up like we did this time, and then you just have to wait till the next time the snow's gone to get it turned around. So I don't know. There's like this.
We'll see.
There's this feeling in my stomach. Oh, I got to go back out there and try to get this thing turned around. But that's the difference between like the Tab, the Lance. This is the progression.
Well, it's bigger.
It's
heavier.
Bigger and heavier.
So. And our driveway could get slick. So yeah.
All right. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited. When we got home, there was a package on the front porch. It's mail time.
Mail time.
Now, I did go ahead and pre-cut the box open because Patty doesn't like it when I've got knives out during these films. I think I make her nervous. The other thing that came while Patty's working on that, I should mention, the brand new edition of RV Destinations magazine showed up over the weekend. It looks like Durango. I haven't had a chance to read it, but Durango, Colorado is featured here on the front. Absolutely gorgeous cover. And I did want to mention, if anybody's interested in a subscription, right now they have a special 30% off any subscription. This is better than our discount code. Don't use ours. Use this one because, first of all, we don't make anything off of this. We're not like an affiliate. We're friends with Randy and Callie Beheimer, who started the magazine. We like them. We love their magazine. We're just trying to help them out. But right now you can save. Our coupon is for 20%, but they have through, I think, the end of the year, 30% off. You just use the code HOLIDAY30. HOLIDAY30, it gets you 30% off. You can do digital only, print only, digital print. Honestly, get the VIP package because it comes with their big once a year best of the best edition. And that edition, it's thicker, it's bigger, and they said they save the best of the best for that edition. And like I said, we don't make anything now. In full disclosure, because we always like to be fully transparent, they did offer to promote our channel in exchange for us promoting them. We said, nah, we don't need to be promoted, but we would love it if you would help out our friends over at Happy Acres. So they are going to be doing an article on Happy Acres in the spring, that type of thing. I just like to be fully transparent. You guys know us. So, all right, what do we got?
All right, open the card, and it says, here's to joys enjoyed, peace increased, and hope that feels more hopeful. And this is from Kim, Krystal, Morgan, and Sydney. It says, Patrick and Patty, saw this and couldn't help myself. Hope you all have a great trip and enjoy your family over the holidays. Merry Christmas.
See, I'm a little scared because I'm wondering who wrote the card. Was it Krystal or Kim? If it's Krystal, I'm completely fine. If it's Kim, who knows? Beautiful card, though, by the way. Thanks.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, that is an awesome gift. Holy cow.
We love Ted Lasso.
If you're not familiar with Ted Lasso, you do have to have Apple Plus. but honestly, it is one of the best shows that I've seen in years. Now, there is a little language. If language bothers you, don't watch it. But the meaning behind everything is just so good.
Okay.
There's batteries. So
we're going to need a little screwdriver, but
okay.
He must say something.
I wonder what he says. I can't wait to find out.
See, I believe in hope. I believe in belief. You know what the happiest animal on earth is? It's a goldfish. You know why? Got a 10-second memory. Be a goldfish. Living in the moment, it's a gift. That's why they call it the present, y'all.
Oh, my goodness. That's cute and that's funny.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
That is so nice of you guys. You did not need to do that, but I love that. All right, everyone. Well, that was our week. Hopefully you had a wonderful Thanksgiving with friends and family. Maybe got some downtime, some rest time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Until next week or whenever. We'll see ya.
On down the road.
Bye.
Travels with Delaney. We'll see you on down the road.